The Winnipeg Jets. You have to ask, are they okay?
Well, I just want to know, Adam, where are my damn apples?
Oh, I forgot again.
I
really did forget. I brought cinnamon buns in.
You did, and I ate one.
Yeah.
But look at me. I need an apple. Adam, this is your fault.
I'm sorry.
This little wobble.
Man, you did crush that cinnamon bun.
I crushed it after crushing a breakfast croissant from the place across the street. They put like egg and cheese on a croissant. Oh my God.
Wow.
Anyway.
Is that the one down the street that way?
It is the
No.
Nova.
It's the other one.
It's Nova. Okay.
Yeah.
So, anyway, what were we talking about?
We're talking about the Winnipeg Jets.
Oh, yeah, the Winnipeg
Okay.
Jets. The reason I said where are my damn apples is I guessed the correct suspension length for Brendan Dillon.
You did?
Yeah, by default.
Because I said 2 to 3. Jesse said 4.
Because did you listen back to the conversation?
Yeah.
I listened to me saying 3, and then I read it being 3, which means that's the bottom line because Stone Cold said so.
Yes, you are correct. Yes.
As always.
I'm with Jesse. I think this is a default.
It was also by default. But you're not incorrect.
You know, folks, you're going to deal with haters in your life, and you just got to brush it off.
Yeah,
I don't think the Jets should be concerned about a 3-game losing streak. I think you come at all starts a little slower. Everybody's getting acclimatized to the second half of the season. They'll be fine.
The one thing I'm looking at too is the Dallas Stars are leading the Central Division. They got 68 points. They've played 51 games. The Avs are tied with them, but they've played an extra game. The Jets are 2 behind the Stars, 3 behind the Avalanche. Could totally catch them in the next couple of games. But it's funny this morning because they've won so much.
Yeah.
And the way they lost to the Leafs and then the way they lost last night, people were like, well, I don't know. And Rick Bowness is in front of the camera and he's like, it starts with me. I'm like, Rick, I love the drama, but let's dial it down. It's a 4-game losing streak. Your team's at 3.
Game, yeah.
3 or 4.
It's 3.
It's 3? No, okay, 3.5. We'll see who's right.
Yeah, let's put some apples on that.
Thing.
Let's put some imaginary apples on that.
The names that you just mentioned, the Avs last night, they just got killed by the Hurricane.
Yeah, they did.
We'll talk about that a little later, Maddie. The Stars just drop one to the Leafs. I mean,
because they suck, right?
They suck. The measuring stick games, like we always talk about.
Yep.
The Kings and the Oilers and the Golden Knights and the Oilers and everybody. If you're the Vancouver Canucks, you're the top of the standings all year and leading your division. The Bruins have been near the top of the standings all year and leading their division. They went head to head and the Bruins killed them. Like, so to me,
the Bruins, who are running away with the Atlantic again, they're the first team to reach 70 points.
Jim Montgomery won the Jack Adams Trophy last year, and he deserves it more this year.
Yeah, you can't give it to Tocchet if they win the President's Trophy. No offense to Rick Tocchet, after losing Bergeron and Krejci and all the other, the Boston, it has to go to the Boston.
There's
Bruins.
nothing wrong with being nominated.
No,
it's Jim Montgomery.
Wow.
I'll listen to arguments for Tocchet.
I think he deserves to be a very close second.
I'll listen to arguments for it, but to me, it's Jim Montgomery. So I bring that up though. To me, I'm more concerned with that one Canucks loss than I am with the Jets' little skid.
Why? Because Lindholm was on the ice for all 4 goals?
No, just because that's like a measuring stick game and you got killed. But like the lion's share of the evidence suggests you're not a team that loses very often, so don't worry about it. If they continue to lose, then yeah.
I think the thing is, it's just the way they've lost.
Yeah. Okay. So what are we talking?
We're talking some sloppy defensive play, things that hurt them last year.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, they have better depth, better wing depth, better everything depth last year, and they have Sean Monahan, who's been. I don't think he's been bad. He's been unspectacular. He's just been, I think, feeling his way in.
And 2 teams with big changes up the middle, right?
Yep.
So the Canucks with Lindholm and the Jets with Monahan. It takes a little bit of subtraction sometimes before the addition
kicks
in. And also, though, what a lot of Jets fans were chirping me about when the Leafs beat them is, whatever, you beat a team with all these injuries. Aren't those still a factor?
Oh yeah, that's in the playoffs. So we were injured. Well, too bad.
You told me a few games ago that this isn't who the Jets really are, And it took 2 additional losses for everyone to start panicking and the coach to say, this is on me.
It starts with me.
It starts with me. Like, as the resident freak out artist in this community,
I don't think it's
chill. You're good.
I think too, it's the fact that the first period, like they have a goal scored against them in the first 5 minutes. They're down 3-0 at the end of the first. They're down 4-0 at the end of the second.
It's bad.
And the Flyers, I think that's the other part of it. Like when they, you know what? First off, Jets and Leafs have a bit of a rivalry. So whenever the Leafs win, it's less about the performance and more about fuck the Leafs, right? Which is fine.
Fair.
But when you lose to the Flyers, a lot of hockey fans, I think, and Jesse, I don't know, back me up on this one. A lot of hockey fans still think the Flyers are bad.
They're
not bad.
Even though they're in a playoff spot and hell-bent on being sellers, they are very much not bad anymore. They're not the Flyers of old. They're not the Flyers of last year even. They're well coached. They're a pain in the ass. They're not doing so great with saves.
Well,
wonder why. They're not doing so great with the saves, but like they have most other pieces.
With New Jersey faltering, I think and Buffalo not being as good as we thought. There's more space in the Eastern Conference right now for teams to hop up, and I think the Flyers are taking advantage of that, and they are a lot better than we thought they'd be. And with the Winnipeg Jets, like if you want to argue about their losing streak, Steve, that's something we can do because they've been 0-4-1 in their last 5. And what's been apparent through this little skid is that they couldn't score without Scheifele. Like every game that they've lost, they've been putting up 1 goal, 0 goals. They got shut up by the Penguins on Tuesday.
That's
concerning. And then 1 goal against the Flyers. And what they've been able to do this season is hang on through great goaltending and not allowing a lot of goals. They lead the league in goals against. They're still in that position, but goals for, they obviously are in the middle of the pack. And that's going to be a thing now that Scheifele's back. And that was he was back on Thursday when they lost. But now you get a little bit of runway with your center back, and you can see how it actually is. Mm-hmm. Because during that stretch, you can obviously tell that they struggle offensively without him. So now it's like a real evaluation. But it's like, okay, you still need to find a way to score going forward.
And just looking at the schedule, like this season, I've been paying much more attention to what are important games based on the way the schedule is constructed. Tomorrow night's game against Pittsburgh is friggin' huge. You got home ice advantage, and they just shut you out. Earlier this week, they just shut you out in Pittsburgh. And if you don't win this game, or at very least put up a good performance, then you got 3 days off before your next game, and you're hosting the Sharks. You know what you don't want this season? An anticipated game against the Sharks. The Oilers proved that. Remember that earlier this year? Oh my God, they're going to be the team to finally lose to the Sharks. And then they did. They lost to them. Watch, the Oilers are going to, and then they did. No, I think you win this game against Pittsburgh on Saturday. All of a sudden, that game on Wednesday against the Sharks, you go, oh, all right, well, there's a chance to win 2 straight.